Welcome back to the series on the ICF Code of Ethics. We are heading into section number 2, responsibility to practice and performance, and we're talking about standards 14, 15, and 16 in this video. So I'm excited to have Jose Manuel Estrada from Argentina with us today. Jose, thank you for being here.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here. A pleasure.
Let's head directly into the first standard of this section, which is number 14, and that's about, I guess, adhering to the ethics and recognizing when you or another professional may be straying off course. So, Jose, what do coaches need to be thinking about here?
The thing I want to call for our coaches is to the need to be aware about when are doing what we are doing as coaches. So to be a real professional, really accountable about what we are doing. This is what is standard calling to you, to be a professional coach, being aware about your ethics. That means that you are able to stop your practice for a moment. You can think about it and, okay, this is ethical or this is not. This is the call from this standard, being responsibility and being accountable of what we are doing as professional coaches.
One thing, I was reading the interpretive statements, which I remind everyone watching that the interpretive statements are available and they are a living document, so they will expand as we go forward. But this touched on the idea of coaches, their own mental health, their own physical health. When you're going into your, seventh coaching session of the day, are you really 100% there? So, do you have any thoughts on what coaches really need to be thinking about with how they're showing up for their clients?
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Well, we are, as coaches, a professional that serve to others. We are in service to others. So this particular standard is the call for your responsibility to be really present in service to your client. So if you have the time and you have the thought, you have the feeling there, it's really important you call yourself to reflect on your ethical practice. It's important that you are really aware of what you are doing. Who are you being there for your clients? This is the call. Thank you.
Yes, and 14 also in the interpretive statements talks about kind of solving ethical issues on your own before heading into the whole ICF process. So let's go directly into number 15, which is talking about your support personnel, the other people that are involved in delivering coaching that are beyond the coach. What do coaches need to think about here?
This is really important and really interesting. As a coach, we are working alone with a client maybe, or with a team, or with a group. But we also have a backstage, we have a back office, and we have different contracts and agreements. So for us, a coaching community, it's important to being aware that the Code of Ethics needs to apply, or instead of being applied, is part of our practice. So when we are working with a secretary and someone who is supporting our practice, we need to discuss the Code of Ethics with them, because this is important for our clients, that the confidentiality will be held independently, who is working in the case, who is working in the process. So in all that kind of cases, when you work in a big organization or with a personal client, always you need to be aware that everyone involved in the process is aware of the Code of Ethics. So this is the call. This is important. To be aware, you need to preserve our service, our profession with integrity. And this is the call of the 15th standard.
And I think this is one where that the interpretive statements are going to change over time, because I think technology is changing so quickly, and the services that we use and whatnot, and who's involved in our team, and virtual assistants didn't exist a number of years ago. So I think there will be more things of ways we're supported, and how those things will change will show up in the interpretive statements.
Yes, and the thing is, new technologies are coming to stay here in different ways, but the Code of Ethics and the interpretive statements are here to support us as professionals. So as a living document, this support how we can deal with this kind of technology. So this is really important to be present in the interpretive statement and also the Code of Ethics.
Yes, definitely. So let's head into number 16. And this standard talks about professional development, personal development, ethical development. So what do coaches need to be thinking about here?
Well, this is interesting. This is one of, in my thinking, one of the oldest. The committed to excellence is one of our values here. We are really committed to respect, integrity, collaboration, and excellence. But excellence in this particular standard is the one who is in brightness, or the one in the spot. We have different ways to develop this excellence. One of these is in continuing education, but there are two different ways, or more than two, but we are putting the eye here in two of them. Supervision and mentoring. Those kind of resources by different professionals leave the responsibility with us to be better coaches. But it's important that you think you are not alone here. And you need to reflect on your practice. You need to go deeper, because we are serving people around the world. This new world, this new normal, these new things, are challenged our profession. And we are preparing this just not this month, not the last month. We will be preparing this just the last year. So we are here to serve, and the excellence is part of our service.
And I'm glad you came up with those two, mentoring and supervision, because I automatically, being that I'm a video guy, went to continuing education, and the fact that everyone watching this video is continuing their professional development and their ethical development. But of course, there are kind of the learning, but also that really interactive process that takes place in supervision or with a mentor coach.
Well, mentoring is in a case, particular cases, to develop new skills sometimes. Yeah, but the difference with supervision is you need to put in place real cases, real struggles for develop your profession, to serve your clients, and you need an upper view, someone who can be there in the mountain, not as a wise, not as the elder, but is someone who has different skills to help you be a better coach. So it's important, the call here in this standard, to be devoted to excellence. So thank you for the question.
Yes, well, thank you so much, Jose, for covering these three standards today. And for the viewer, thank you for watching, and I invite you to go on to the next three standards, which are with George Nuthu from Kenya. You'll find the next video up here. And if you just happen to stumble on this video and you want to start over at the beginning, you'll find the entire playlist of the ethical series down here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.